Great, thank you. So, Nick, another question kind of related to your session. How do you know it's a fake gospel? How do you know something's a fake gospel?
So I gave you the three indicators. Okay, the right Jesus, the right work of Jesus, and the right response to Jesus. But in a much shorter version, I want you to stop and think about this. Every one of the examples of the false gospels, the counterfeit gospels that I shared with you, all had something in common. They all had a common center. They were all centered on us. Every one of them. Social gospel, prosperity gospel, works gospel, every one of them. The true gospel is centered on Jesus, on him being exalted as the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Even in saving sinners, it's about him building his kingdom. So you have to know some other things from the Bible. You have to make sure it's the right Jesus and the right work of Jesus and the right response. But in short, if you feel pretty confident with those things, just think, is this message putting the Son of God up high? And if it is, there's a good chance that that it's the true gospel.
I got a thought too. How many of you love music? Anybody here love music? Anybody here been to a concert or live music? You just listened to live music a second ago, but yeah. Okay, so watch this. Watch. Here's how you know. You know how you know if somebody knows how to play the guitar well, or the drums well, or piano well, is they play the notes that they're supposed to play. And raise your hand if you've ever heard somebody miss a note or play a bad note and you're like, ugh. Anybody ever, you know what I'm talking about? Anybody watch American Idol and always watch the first few episodes of the season when the people who think they can crush it get up there and are awful? That's a perfect example. You don't have to be a professional musician to know when it's off, do you? Hey, you don't have to be a professional musician to know that it's off. You hear it, you go, oof. The same is true with a false gospel, a counterfeit gospel. If you know the real gospel well enough, you'll be able to go, oof, when you hear one that's counterfeit. But here's what, and Nick got into this, the only way you'll be able to detect counterfeits is you really have to know the true gospel.